Everybody, it's Ian Beamer, Guaranteed Rate. Hope everybody's doing well. A lot going on this November 2023. First off, I want to start by welcoming Craig Counsell as the new Cubs manager. I know we're all excited to see that. We'll all miss Rossi and forever remember what he did in Game 7 with his home run. I wish him well, but very excited to see what Craig Counsell can do with our team. And hopefully this signifies the Cubs brass opening up the checkbook and signing some big free agents, maybe Shohei Ohtani this winter. So we'll see what happens. We started off November with a Fed meeting. The Fed board voted unanimously to keep rates steady and not hike interest rates. This is the second meeting in a row that they did not hike interest rates. And we are not expecting them to hike rates at the December meeting either. So why aren't they hiking rates anymore? Or why don't we think they're going to hike rates anymore? Well, a few days following the Fed meeting, we got employment numbers for October. Unemployment rate went from 3.8% to 3.9%. It didn't skyrocket, but again, that slight upwards bump signifies that the labor market may be softening a little bit. Employers may not have to be as aggressive in wages as they were with crazy low unemployment. So if the unemployment rate goes upwards, wages should slow, start to level off. They're not going to increase as much, and that should also contribute to a slowing of inflation. So hopefully that makes sense. We also got consumer price index numbers this week. So the consumer price index went from 3.7% in September down to 3.2% in October. So that was a pretty big drop. Again, the Fed's goal, and this is just one index of several that they look at, but the Fed's goal is to get inflation somewhere around 2%. So we're not quite there yet, but certainly on our way. No Fed rate hikes last meeting, no Fed rate hike this meeting, and inflation is still slowing down considerably. So that's a good sign. What does this mean for the real estate market? Well, hopefully, knock on wood, we're seeing, and we talked about this last month, we're seeing a return to a more normal market. More stable market, about 4 or 5% appreciation annually, and that's a healthy real estate market. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see 20, 22%. For those of us that own a lot of real estate or own, even just any house or any home, any real estate, 20% appreciation is always welcome. But for those of us that are looking to get into the market that maybe aren't in yet, that's not sustainable. That's not healthy. We can't continue that. It'll just outprice the market, and we're already having affordability issues with interest rates being so high and prices being so high. First-time buyers are really having a hard time entering the market. That said, what are we seeing in the market? Well, we are seeing multi-generational homes. That's trending upwards. So we're seeing adult children purchase real estate with their parents, or parents purchasing with their adult children and applying for mortgages jointly. They're possibly looking at multi-unit homes. They're looking at maybe a single family home with an in-law unit, and mortgage programs are reflecting this trend. So we're seeing FHA is now allowing for accessory dwelling units, or what we call in-law units, which were previously not eligible for financing with FHA. So that's a big change. We're also seeing that Fannie Mae is now allowing just 5% down on 2 to 4 unit purchases as long as they're owner occupied. Previously, Fannie Mae required at least 15% down for a 2-flat or 25% down on a 3 to 4 unit property if it was owner occupied. So that's another big change. Obviously, we have first-time homebuyer programs and down payment assistance programs, all kinds of programs geared to try to get the first-time buyers into the market. Again, you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to spend $500,000. Buy something that fits your budget, but get in the market. You got to get your hat in the ring to show that appreciation, or to get a piece of that appreciation before you, if you continue renting, you're paying somebody else's mortgage and you're not getting any appreciation. And I realize on a month-to-month cost basis, renting is cheaper than buying. But once you factor in appreciation or the tax benefits of owning property is considerably cheaper, considerably more advantageous than renting. So please DM me if you have any questions. Obviously, I included a graph below about the discrepancy in net worth between renters and homeowners, and that gap is widening. So get your hat in the ring. Listen, if you're planning on moving, relocating to another area in the next 12 to 24 months, purchasing a property is probably not a great move unless you plan on holding on to that property after you move. There are costs to acquire property. There's costs of selling property. So you got to take that into account. Purchasing property should not be a short-term move. It's got to be more long-term. I would think 36 months or longer, but every situation is different. Talk to a local real estate agent. DM me. I'd be happy to have a conversation. Please reach out. If you have any questions, look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Appreciate you checking out this video. I'll talk to you very soon.